Hey there, folks. What's up? It's TheKepler. Welcome back to Marvel Heroes. So, these next few videos that I'm going to do are going to seem a little bit a little out of touch because I have to do my Thor video that I created about a week ago now, and I have to do the one that I did a couple days ago, and then there's this one which is going to be uploaded first. But I have a reason why this is going to be uploaded first, and that is because I need to rant a little bit about something that's on the forums today. Now, I've been playing a lot of Marvel Heroes lately, and that's because I think this game is going to shift into overdrive really quickly. I mean, since the drop of patch 1.2, we've seen the game updates come faster and faster. We ended up getting, Torch after launch, Emma after launch, Luke Cage after launch, Squirrel Girl, Gambit, and Ghost Rider all after the game launched. And this year they're going to be putting in even more heroes. They're going to come out with Nightcrawler and Moon Knight and Doctor Strange, and they're going to be putting the Danger Room in, and they're going to have raids. So, and even more, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. That's only rumors and screenshots that I've seen and stuff. But one thing that I was really, the reason I'm doing this is because I'm doing my Odinmark dailies today, obviously, and B, before I started the game up, I went on the Marvel Heroes forums to see if there was any more information about the release of Nightcrawler, either on Test Center or release-wise, and I was really dismayed because I know people are wanting Nightcrawler, but I didn't expect to see the post that I saw today, and the post was
such is the power of unfettered thunder.
Was a reply by one of the devs to a thread called "So Is It Official?"
Death to the lackeys of S.H.I.E.L.D.
And so I went on to this post, and so I clicked onto the post, and this guy is like pleading with us, he basically wants to know. And now we've known for the past couple of days that it was going to be moved back from the 18th, and that today's the 20th. And this guy was like, "So is it official?" He was like basically led like the guy was crying in this post. He's like, "You can't," he couldn't stand it that he wasn't able to test Nightcrawler yet. And I began wondering, I'm like, who has that much time to where they can sit around and worry about whether they're going to be able to test this thing on the 21st? You get to test stuff when it's ready, and I've been critical of, or I was in the past critical of Gazillion and their, the fact that I felt that they rushed Gambit out.
Don't make me hurt you, man.
And they do. And the reason for that is simple. It's because all these crazy people are like, "Oh my gosh." They put out these, Gazillion says, it's going to be ready for test on such and such a date. And then it's going to be released on this date. And then the people go crazy when it's not ready for test and it's not ready for release. And then they get mad when the thing is released and it's not perfect. There's a reason why it's not perfect. Because you didn't give the people enough time to make sure it was ready. You demanded, I think, and this is one of the things that I have a problem with. there are certain companies out there
For Midgard!
who won't release something until it's ready. And you know, if you're hip to that, you know the company that I'm talking about. Some people would would talk about this as the 9,000-pound gorilla. But they don't release anything until it's done, until it's ready, until it's done. And you know, I know Gazillion is struggling because you know they have a time crunch because you know they work with Marvel, and Marvel wants stuff done by the time that these movies come around, and I get that. You know, there's a reason why they released Rocket Raccoon, and you know, Squirrel Girl wasn't going to be released, and they wanted Squirrel Girl released because of the Guardians of the Galaxy movie. You know, they're going to be coming out with an Ant-Man before Ant-Man releases in 2015. You know, they got, you know, they want to get all the Fantastic Four done before the Fantastic Four reboot or next movie comes out, and that's what they're trying to do. And Nightcrawler is a guy that I love. Nightcrawler is one of my I would consider a trilogy of X-Men that I really like. That being Gambit, Nightcrawler, and Iceman. Now, of those, I think that probably Bobby Drake, Iceman is my favorite. And I think there's some stuff that could do tremendously with him. And he's supposed to be coming out, but not until next year, which would be 2015. Which we're at least a good 345 days away from at this point, from 2015. But I'm a huge Iceman guy. Love Iceman. And you know, so I want to see Nightcrawler. I want to see Nightcrawler as much as anybody, but I'm not willing to go out. I'm going to turn these volumes down. I think they're a little high. Because I think they're a little high, and I don't like that. I don't like people being you know, feeling like they're entitled to test something when the thing's ready. Wouldn't you rather play something that's ready for prime time, that's perfect, rather than something that's not, and then get on the forums and complain about it, and then be bad when Gazillion doesn't fix it before launch, before the thing goes live? Because Gazillion is on this tremendously tight window where they want to try to come out with new content every 6 8 weeks. A new character is going to end up being 6 8 weeks between. You know, we got like 4 to 6 between Ghost Rider and between Gambit and Ghost Rider. We're going to end up getting 6 or 8 between Ghost Rider and Nightcrawler, and it's like, and you know, they're just trying to get out so much content because they want to make, they want people to play this game. They want people to buy stuff, and that's what they want. And I wanted that too, honestly, and I think people should play this game because it's great. You know, I don't want them to see I don't want people to complain about, ooh, this character's broken, because they've said that Gambit's not up to par. And I just got Gambit up to 60, and you know, Gambit not being up to par is, you know, I don't want to hear that. You know, I know he has some, you know, when I post my video of my Gambit build, you're gonna be like, wow, I can't believe you leveled this guy to 60, and that's because it's a melee build, which is not. It's not the best build in the game right now, I gotta say, but it is. Even Thor felt that. It's I made it work. I got him to 60 with it. But you know, I would feel better if they didn't have to go back and do all these fixes. If they didn't have to go back and fix, you know, because Emma was like Emma Frost when she first came out. Her pet build was super efficient, and now, you know, I would say that her diamond pet build is next to it's not unplayable. It's just not fun to play. It's not a fun build. It's really weak now because they've downgraded the DPS, and you know the Omega, the telepath build is not the most defensible. It's really a squishy build, and you know when you compare her to Jean crushes her in terms of power output and in terms of what Jean's able to do and compared to what Emma's able to do, and I don't like that. So they have to bring back Emma up, and this balancing act, and people are always, you know, I don't envy the devs at all because they try really hard, and you know these people are out there on the forums whining and complaining, and the thing is, this game is a free-to-play game, guys. Unless you actually go out there and spend the money on some of these costumes, on some of these heroes, like I have. I bought you know all but one of the general tabs of stashes. I bought every stashes for every character that I have. I bought every, you know, I've spent money. And you know what? When they announced the package for Nightcrawler, I'm probably gonna slap down $20 and buy the Nightcrawler package so that I get both his costumes that come out, his stash, and whatever else comes in there. Fortune cards, retcon devices. Yeah, I'll buy it. Why? Because I believe that I need to. I believe that I need to buy some. I believe that I need to support this game because, you know, if I don't support this game's not going to improve. And I want this game to be great because I really enjoy it. Now I know that people have problems with this game because, you know, it's not, it doesn't have all the bells and whistles. You can't create your own character. You can't, you know, my original state of the game, which is no longer around, you know, I said what I echoed what Total Biscuit said about it. He was like, you know, you can't customize your guys, you can't customize, you can't give them different looks unless you buy the costumes. But you know what? I've made my peace with that. I've made my peace with the fact that you can't customize their looks. You can't change the way they look. You can put, you know, it doesn't matter what piece of armor I got. This Thor is gonna look this way to the end of the game, and the only thing, you know, I'm gonna be able to improve are his stats and how hard his abilities hit. That's all I'm gonna be able to improve about him, and I'm okay with that. So yeah, just something to think about. So I'm not a big fan of people being rushed. Of, you know, it's done when it's done, and sorry I had to get a real ranty, but, and I know folks are out there are going to disagree with me and poo-poo and whatever, and you know what? That's just how I feel. It's my opinion. Take it with a grain of salt. It's my opinion. It's just, I'm just one guy. It's not gospel. You don't have to agree with it. But anyway, guys, for those of you who do, I appreciate it. Thanks for listening. As always, I have been TheKepler, and I will see you next time.